you're doing a ton of email, you're getting success with email. So what are the 3 things for me or anybody listening that can do right away to have better results with emails?
Yeah. So probably a good way to experience this is to look at the emails that I send on my email list. Now, you don't even have to opt into my email list to see my emails. They're just on my blog. So you just go to lukecharlton.com/blog. You can see them there. But the way that I do emails is a little bit different to what most, probably the ones that you've experienced. And that's because, like, when I first started sending emails, like most people, you want to send really great content, and you send all this content, and for the first couple of weeks, the open rates are really good, right? But then they kind of dive, and you're like, what's happening here? I'm sending them really great content, but they're not paying attention. But what I notice is that, like, what people are actually paying attention to is YouTube, Netflix, streaming, TV, right? So what is that? Why is that content more engaging than what I'm sending? Is because that content is entertaining. So what I do with my emails is I mix entertainment with content. In the first instance, though, entertainment is key because that's what's going to get them engaged. So my piece of advice is make them more entertaining. A simple way to do that, as you'll see if you go check out my emails, is just start with a story. Story lesson. I do story. What's the story? It could be anything. Again, go look at my blog for an example. But I get stories from all over the place. Personal stories, client stories. The Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. That can be a great story starter, right? So stories can come from anywhere. Anything that kind of makes you laugh or angry or happy or frustrated, whatever, is a great place to start with a story idea. So you tell the story just like you would to a friend or family member. There's nothing crazy about it. You just tell the story. And then from that story, there will be a lesson. There will be a marketing lesson or a dating lesson or a weight loss lesson, whatever your area of expertise is. You just have to think of it. What's the principle here? What's the lesson? And then once you kind of communicate that lesson, that dating lesson, then you're on topic, right? Now you can transition to the close. Now you can go, hey, if you need help getting more dates or whatever it is, go here. Let's have a chat on my calendar. So story, lesson, close. So what I would say is make your stories or your content in general more entertaining, particularly with your emails. Now, the second thing with emails is you want to be sending them every day. So that's the great thing is once you create entertaining emails, people will they'll actually look forward to them, right? And they'll want to read them. So I might have an example here. So here's I got this just really 2 days ago. Luke, I have to let you know, I've created a folder just for you. Every single one is valuable info, as in every single one of my emails is valuable info. Thank you. Your copywriting is amazing. So when you start sending emails that are more entertainment focused, you'll get people actually loving your marketing, or looking forward to opening up and reading your emails. And then obviously if more people are opening them, then you're going to make more sales. And the other thing is people actually enjoy reading them, now you can actually start sending more, right? Yes, if you send emails that people don't want to read, full of content or whatever, that aren't entertaining, don't send an email every day. But if you send people emails people love to read, send them every day because it's going to make you more money. I have a very simple formula with email. It goes like this: the more you email, the more money you make, right? The more you email, the more money you make. It's very simple. And particularly if you're running paid advertising, if you want to make your ad campaigns profitable, because ad costs are a little bit more expensive than what they were a few years ago, you need to be emailing 1 email per day. And then the final thing, what makes an email profitable is the offer at the end. Okay, so if you're sending great emails that are entertaining and they're not getting a response, by that I mean you're not making sales or you're not booking appointments, then the problem is almost always the offer at the end. So what are you promoting in the actual email? And that's giving you that response, right? So what I would recommend in that instance is that you want to kind of test your offers at the end of your email. Try a different headline, try a different angle, try a different hook. If that does that make sense, Kirby?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so those are the 3 things. Make it more entertaining, send every day, and test the offer at the end of your emails.
It's so fascinating. I'm a big content believer. And so the idea of sending an email every day, though there are a ton of people who do that to me, it emotionally I push back, right? It's like, oh man, I don't know if they want to hear from me this much. But I think your point about as long as there's a great story to it, well, then I think it makes a ton of sense.
It's funny you say that, because I started doing this daily email approach like back in 2016. Never had one person send, hey, you send too much email, Luke. You get people unsubscribing, that's fine, but I've never had someone send an email that you sent, except for like literally on the 9th of May. On the 9th of May this year, I got someone sending an email saying, hey, Luke, you send too much email. Is it possible for me to only get one email per week? And I took that and I put it into an email and I sent it out. And I said, I was actually really proud of that, because I was actually excited to receive this guy's email, because it's the first one I've ever got. So I said I was going to frame it or put it in a special folder anyway.